If you haven't heard about the Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. The Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it's easy to be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Thank you very much.
Hello, good morning, everybody, and welcome to a special bonus episode of Gotta Have Heart Wrestling, featuring yours truly, Jamal Honus. And this morning, this one different. I'm going to talk about my predictions for AEW's Revolution 2021 pay-per-view event. It's the first 2021 pay-per-view event of the year for AEW, and it will take place tonight, March 7th, 2021, from the Daily's Place in Jacksonville, Florida. And, it's going to be a second Revolution pay-per-view underneath the quality so far. We had the first one last year with, John Moxley defeating Chris Jericho to become the AEW's World Champion. And how great that event was last year. I mean, non-stop action from all the AEW competitors on the roster. Like, it's really good. I gotta admit, AEW right now is turning up the scene with Kenny Omega now as this AEW World Heavyweight Champion. It's just pretty amazing. It really is. And it's pretty crazy because you now have WWE's Hall of Famer and now AEW signee Sting, who will wrestle tonight, on the pay-per-view event. And he's going to be, teaming up with, Darby Allin. And it'll be a street fight against Team Taz's Brian Cage and Ricky Starks, which should be an amazing match as well. So hopefully Sting will have the taste to become that old Sting and just bring that metamorphosis or old Sting that used to wrestling. I think my favorite Sting of all time was WCW Sting. To be honest, for very good reasons, because he had muscular accomplishments in WCW at the time, donning the black and white colors. So, let's see. Predictions tonight for the Young Bucks, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson versus the Inner Circles, Chris Jericho, MJF with Wardlow in their corner. For the AEW World Tag Team Championships, I believe that it's a way of hearing because have MJF, who has been part of Inner Circle for quite some time now in the recent months here. You had Sammy Guevara, who's now excommunicated himself from the Inner Circle due to other reasons that may involve MJF and Wardlow. And, Young Bucks have been the premier tag team in AEW for well over a year now, almost 2 years. So it's like, yeah, it's pretty amazing. Like, how they're the champions, and then now we got the Bullet Club seemingly back together from the AEW Impact Wrestling crossover promotions. And so I gotta say, if I had to pick one in this matchup, I gotta say, I'm gonna put one out there. I'm gonna say Inner Circles and win tag chance, just because I know the Young Bucks are now kind of healed, but I still see a little babyface tag team a little bit. But you got the Inner Circle. I don't think anybody has had any chemistry with Chris Jericho than MJF, who's popular as he is in the recent memories here in AEW. I mean, hell, he almost won a championship from when John Moxley was champion back September at AEW's All Out. So, if he almost has a success there, I'm pretty sure him and Chris Jericho are going to win the tag team championship here tonight and, become new champions here. It really is. I really think that's my prediction for tonight. All right, we got now the AEW Women's World Championship. We got Rio Mizunami take on Hikaru Shida. I've never seen a more dominant Japanese wrestler other than Asuka's WWE's Asuka, who is now the current Raw Women's Champion, than Hikaru Shida, the AEW Women's World Champion. It's pretty amazing. This woman's really dominant. She beat Rio to become champion last year, and it's like she's been nonstop elevated lately. And I think you got this, Ryo Shida, Mizunami, that these two had the competition back on AEW's Dynamite this past Wednesday, slapping her after Ryo defeated Nyla Rose in the finals of the tournament to get the championship opportunity. So if you defeat Nyla Rose, this is kind of a big up and coming for this woman here. So my prediction, I would gonna say Hikaru Shida to continue, not only because of dominance recently. I don't know much about Ryo, but I think Hikaru Shida is gonna walk out still women's champion here. All right, next up matchup prediction: The big money match. Winner receives the losers' 2021 first quarter earnings. Ooh, it's like somebody's gonna go home with a big payday, and their competitors' payday as well. So Adam Heyman Page versus Big Money Matt Hardy. Now, this is the thing. Matt Hardy's had a lot of transitions in his career from Hardy White Matt Hardy to Matt to back to regular Matt Hardy. You know, Jeff came back to WWE. These two, the Hardy Boys again. Matt Hardy will leave WWE, go to TNA, create the broken Matt Hardy character. Come out to WWE after Hardy Boys, transition to the woken Matt Hardy character. Then evidently back to the Hardy Boys and so forth. So now he's Big Money Matt. It's kind of weird because he was even in AEW broken Matt Hardy as well. So for this transition here, he's been um, a spokesman or counsel for Private Party tag team, which Private Party is one of my favorite tag teams in AEW, hands down. They really are. They're just awesome. So Adam Heyman Page was elite, in his class. He used to be with the Young Bucks, Omega, and such forth. Not anymore, of course, but now Adam Page associates himself with the Dark Order. So it's pretty weird to see how this match plays out. I don't know. It might be even on both sides, but if I had to pick from experience, I would probably go Matt Hardy to win this match up here, just because I know how good Matt Hardy is, and I know how good Adam Page as well. I've been a big Adam Page fan, for the most part, but I gotta say, I gotta give Big Money Matt Hardy this victory here and walk out both earnings, so yeah. All right, this is gonna be tricky. We got the Face of the Revolution ladder match for their future AEW TNT Championship match. Now, currently Darby Allin is the TNT champion, but he won't put his championship on the line because it's a street fight tag team match here tonight. But in this ladder match here, we have Cody Rhodes with Arn Anderson versus Scorpio Sky from SCU versus Penta El Zero Miedo versus the Monster Lance Archer with Jake the Snake Roberts versus Max Caster and an opponent to be named announcement. Now, earlier last week on Dynamite, Paul Wright, aka The Big Show, I love that of his contract and revealed as himself as a new signee for AEW, told us that he's going to reveal two, which one will be our participant in this ladder match here, a new signing for the company. And Tony Khan hyping up, saying this is going to be big. So I cannot wait to actually see who the mystery person for this ladder match is. But there's rumor around on Twitter saying CM Punk emphatically saying it's not him. He actually said it twice. I think another tweet after that saying it's not him. So, and now I'm seeing reports that maybe Christian, maybe the mystery man for the ladder match. If so, that actually would be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind Christian being AEW. I think he could do a lot to help that business out, with his personal experience. But if I had to pick a winner, I'm actually gonna dark horse. I'm gonna go with Scorpio Sky because Scorpio Sky, man, how do you brother with Frank Kazarian, Christopher Daniels, and SCU? It's pretty amazing what this guy can do. This guy's limited potential. Remember his match last year on AEW Dynamite with Chris Jericho as the champion, and one-on-one thing. He took him to the limit. That was really what I saw the evolution of Scorpio Sky there. So Scorpio Sky can do a lot of, surprising maneuvers in this matchup. I think he's gonna pull it out here and be the victorious one. So I'm with Scorpio Sky here, 100% in this matchup here. All right, next up, tag team matchup with Miro and Crip Sabian. Miro's the best man, versus the best friends, Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor. We already know history about Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, best friends tag team, really amazing. These guys are fun to watch, always. And then Miro Kaskabian, who had formed this relationship ever since Miro came into AEW from WWE when he used to be known as Rusev. For anybody that didn't forget Rusev, of course not. But yeah, so it's hard to pick a winner's tag team matchup, but I gotta go with the best friends. They've been long a tag team, more experience together as far as, and then Miro and Kip Sabian, so, yeah. Alrighty, we have the Casino Tag Team Battle Royal here. And this is, pretty amazing here, because you have the Bear Country, a Bear Boulder, and Bear Bronson, and you have the Dark Order's Alexander Reynolds and John Silver, another pair from Dark Order of Eve Luno and Stu Grayson, which together I think those two are pretty dominant as well. They got the Inner Circle, Santana Ortiz, the Butcher and the Blade. You have Pride Party, Isaiah Cassidy, and Mark Quinn. You have Death Triangle's Pac and Ray Phoenix. You have the Saito brothers, Matt Saito and Mike Saito. Another pair of Dark Orders, Allen Angels and Preston Vince. The Dark Orders has 3 chances to win this matchup here. I think they are the heavily favored. You have the Gun Club with Austin Gunn and Colton Gunn. You have the Pretty Pictures, Pretty Peter Avalon and Cesar Bonoli. You have SCU's Chris Daniels and Frank Kazarian. The Natural Nightmares, Dusty Rose and QT Marshall. The Varsity Bombs of Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison. And one of my favorites, Jurassic Express, Jungle Boys, and Luchasaurus. This is a lot of big tags in the matchup. Dark Order heavily favored here. But if I had to pick a winner, as that is where this is going to may seem, but the weeks in the Comic Con that's really been impressive as the tag team is the Death Triangle, Pac and Ray Phoenix. Pac and Ray Phoenix had a great main event matchup against Kenny Omega recently Impact a couple months ago for the World Championship. That, well, to me, was a 5-star matchup. I can't believe how nobody missed that. You know, Pac has been unstoppable. I always love Pac. He was never on WWE. Like, he's just freaking incredible. Like, I gotta pick, the Death Triangle to win this Casino Tag Team Battle Royal and get their future AEW Tag Team Championship match shot. So, I gotta go with this one right here. It's gonna be amazing, though. Alrighty. And we have a special match on our pre-show of Riho and Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker and Rebel. This is pretty cool here, because I'm actually a big fan of both these women here. Riho, of course, the first ever AEW Women's Champion. Thunder Rosa, the NWA Women's Champion, of course, cross promotion as well. And Dr. Britt Baker is very well known in AEW and Rebel. So, if I had to pick a winner, I probably would pick Riho and Thunder Rosa to win this match hands down, because, these two have battled each other before, but I think this is the first time these two will team up together, so it's going to be really interesting to see who's going to win this matchup here. Alright, we got the Street Fight Tag Team match of Team Taz's Brian Cage and Ricky Starks versus Darby Allin and Sting. Here's my take on this matchup here. As a prediction, Team Taz, you got Brian Cage and Ricky Starks. Two heavily bodied, men in Taz match. Unstoppable. Team Taz has really formed his team to be almost dominant as the Hurt Business in WWE. So a pretty stacked, well stacked, group. And now you have Darby Allin, the TNT World Champion, and you have the newcomer Sting. Sting is a legend everywhere he goes, no matter what. It's TNA Wrestling, WCW, WWE, anywhere he's went, Sting has been the best big star. So this street fight is going to get messy. It's going to be dangerous. I can see almost every weapon being used this matchup here. But if I had to pick a winner, I'm going to go with the unlikely duo of Darby Allin and Sting. Just because, for Sting to come his first match in AEW and lose, it wouldn't make sense to build him up as his character-wise. It's Darby Allin, who's been on fire recently, ever since winning the TNT World Championship from Cody Rhodes, and it's been amazing. So I got to pick, Sting and Darby Allin to win this matchup here, and Sting proclaimed himself as the next big thing in AEW. Hands down. But I'm gonna be interested in to see this matchup and the outcome here. All right, now we got the main event. Kenny Omega defending the AEW World Heavyweight Championship with Don Callis against Jon Moxley. And I think this will be the first time United States of America exploding barbed wire death match for the AEW World Championship. Okay, so we have an exploding barbed wire death match. This is gonna be surreal. I've seen video clips about how this match performed, especially in Japan, where it's made famous by Cactus Jack, and it's gonna get dangerous. I'm not gonna showcase it. It's gonna be one of the most dangerous matches that ever happened recently in all wrestling history, and the whole world's gonna witness two human beings trying to exploit each other in barbed wires. So, yeah, this is gonna be incredible. I think any match, if all this series of matches that Jon Moxley can make a bat each other in, especially the Lights Out match at Full Gear in 2019, that was crazy itself. I think this one's gonna top it. So, yeah, it's gonna be really crazy. It's not gonna go for a person with a weak stomach to watch. If you have a weak stomach, I wouldn't advise you to watch this matchup here tonight. And it's gonna be incredible how both these men are going to tear the house down. It's gonna be really amazing. It really is. But if I pick a winner, as much as I would love Jon Moxley to get back the world change, I think Kenny Omega might win this match just because I'm pretty sure they continue his reign, and who knows, he may go out to Impact Wrestling World Champion Rich Swann. So Rich Swann, you gotta have your shoulders, buddy. I know you gotta deal with Moose as the now current TNA World Champion, but yeah, Kenny Omega's bounced up recently. He has been the number one guy to watch in all of wrestling, even more than the WWE. Kenny Omega is the guy to watch, so it's pretty amazing. But thank you guys for joining me on predictions for AEW Revolution tonight. Catch on pay-per-view at 8 o'clock. It's going to be phenomenal. I can't wait. See you there, and have a good day, everybody.